The number two thing that causes saints to miss out on greatness is hanging with the wrong people. You can't achieve greatness hanging with people that satisfy or complacent being below average. If you got a friend that don't want to go nowhere, but you keep talking about you going somewhere, one of y'all about to pull the other one. If you want to achieve greatness, I don't care if you're young, middle-aged, married, single, you have to surround yourself with like-minded. I love to be around people that's talking destiny. I love to be around optimistic people that no matter what they're going through, they got a word, they got an in-season word. They gonna keep talking that it's gonna happen. They ain't gonna get the poor mouth. I can't hang with people that love the poor mouth. You ain't the only one going through it. You ain't the only one battling something. Suck it up. You supposed to be mature, and you too old to be pouting about trial, about difficulty, and you're too old to be hanging with people that's killing your destiny. You have to recognize that when it comes to certain people, they are destiny killers. Some folk enter your life to kill your destiny. They enter your life to kill your dream. And if you don't recognize it, you'll be calling an enemy a friend. That ain't no friend, that's a destiny killer. If you got people that all the time calling you, dumping on you, telling you what's wrong, telling you what's going on in the church, that's a destiny killer. Let me find out myself. I know how to pray. If God want to show me something, let him show me. Some of you that be talking about God showed you, God ain't showed you that. Your gossiping friend told you that. And there's more men gossiping in this church than women. Pastor, you talking about me? Come ask me after church. But just be able to handle the answer that I give you. Because I ain't about to lie to you. If I know you're a gospel, yeah, I'm going to tell you, yeah, you need to shut your mouth. You one of them, but you ain't the only one. See, some people like to put stuff in you to taint your spirit. Well, Pastor, we've been friends for a long time. Well, that's got to do with it. You know how many folk I grew up with that I had to disconnect with to walk in my purpose? My God-given purpose. See, listen to me. There are certain seasons that you enter into, child of God. Certain people can't come along with you because, one, they don't want to come. They don't want what you want. Y'all don't want the same thing. They still want the club. They still want the party. They still want the drink. They still want to come to church on second and fourth Sunday. The devil is a lie. I come to church every Sunday. I come up in here to get a word every single time. The doors are open because man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. And in one scripture, the mouth of God is the house prophet. I got to hear from my pastor. Don't you let no lukewarm saint tell you you can hear from God for yourself. Yeah, you can, but half of what you calling God is a demon. It ain't God talking to you. This is what's going to make you mad. Don't assume because you come to church that the person you pick out in the church is, in fact, the church. But Pastor, he or so-and-so, what they got to do with it? Know them that labor among you. See, there are certain cliques you don't want to get in. You better listen to Pastor because you don't want to do what it takes to be in that group. It's going to cause you to be in that group. If everybody in that group talking about people, then if you're going to be in this group, we want to hear you talk about somebody. Or else, if you don't talk about people, then we know you're a spy sent by the pastor to break up our group. who you think saved and who you think really ain't saved. Oh, so now you the church police. Now you telling folk who's saved and who ain't. Tell your neighbor you got to watch folk. Can I step a little bit closer to the edge? Especially kinfolk. See, some of y'all go along with kinfolk just because they kinfolk. Blood thicker than water. What they got to do with what I'm talking about? Yeah, we blood, but if you finna rob that bank, blood ain't thicker than water. Either stop this car or you going to wake up unconscious on the side of the road wondering what hit you in the back of your head. I got to preach it because you got certain folk, if they kinfolk with people, they go along with their wrong. They go along with their mess. Some of you ain't got no backbone whatsoever. It take backbone to tell somebody you love you wrong. I still love you, but I'm not siding with you on that. Some people would actually be better off if some of us would tell them the truth. Stop going along with that mess. Stop riding with that mess. Go on and tell them, look, I love you, but you're wrong. And if you don't speak to me for a month, I'm not changing the fact that you're wrong. I had somebody go 3-4 months without speaking to me. I did not change my position. You are wrong. How many have ever went along with somebody just because you didn't want to make them mad? You just went along with what they were saying. Nodded your head. Or some of y'all love to say stuff when people know they're wrong. Well, I feel you. No, you don't feel them. They wrong. Stop telling them you feel them. Then when you go back to them, well, why didn't you tell them they wrong? Well, I didn't tell them they were right or wrong. I told them I felt them. But you know they took, I feel you as I'm right. See, parents, you got to be careful when you side either with your child that you love. You have to recognize your child may not be as sweet as you think he or she is. You better not put that child on no pedestal before they are crowned king. See, some folk, parents in here, you love talking about other folk children. But if you knew what your children were doing, some of them I know they ain't doing right. They ain't never in church. How they gonna do right? You don't bring them to church. But just wait. Just wait till they start doing certain stuff. Then they're gonna drag them to the altar. Pastor, pray for them. You know, I'm gonna tell you, I ain't got enough oil over there for this one. I ain't got enough oil for this one. Number 3 thing that causes people to miss out on greatness